Good evening, gentlemen. It's Tuesday night. It's 9 o'clock. It's the 19th of September. Autumn is creeping in. And if you're watching this on replay, hello, good afternoon, good morning, and thanks for joining us. Okay. So I'll say hello to a few people first of all. The president is in the house, Mr. Trump. Nice to hear from you, Donald Trump. Okay. Kipax. Vote Trump 2024. Well, I'm not American, so I can't participate in that one. Get that off there, whatever that is. Crypto Chris card. Nice to hear from you. John Mitch. I'll put this on the screen because he was such a good caller last night. Looking forward to this evening's chat. I came to a conclusion today that here in the UK, the woke brigade have managed to make male flirting an illegal activity for which men can be put in prison. No wonder the jails are overcrowded when they're jailing people for the most dumb offences. Wouldn't surprise me, mate. Wouldn't surprise me. Crazy world that we're living in. Yogi Bear. Good evening, Ed, and good evening, gang. Is 16 too young to go with a bar girl? Right now, the rest of that, I can't really say that because I don't, I've never heard that before. But is 16 too young to go with a bar girl? I mean, oh, do you mean the boy? The boy is 16 years old when he goes with a bar girl. Well, I mean, 16-year-old boy, provided she had, she was nice. I mean, what 16-year-old boy wouldn't want to do that? 16-year-old boys just want to get the bloody end away. That's all they want. That's all they know. Mr. Okay. Gemini Star, nice to hear from you. Mazza, nice to hear from you. JJ, Carl D, okay, nice to hear from you guys. Mr. Who's in Thailand and elsewhere? I'm in the UK. Unfortunately, I'm in the UK as well. Not for bloody long, mate. Sean Harris, nice to hear from you. Barry from EastEnders. Evening, chaps. Bet Eddie is wearing the belt of a shirt today or a dragon hoodie. No, neither of those. But I think I've got a map of Saigon on me t-shirt. God, this is old as get that bit of fluff off there. It's getting me bloody nerves. That bit of fluff. This t-shirt is God knows how old. Donkey's years old. I do believe in fairies. Okay. Thank you. Nice to hear from you. Wayne Ritchie. Wayne Ritchie, I had anyone else in the chat. I just got done getting a shower. I must be losing more weight. Great job. I just got done getting a shower. Good for you, mate. Anyway, good for you. Martin Ryder is here. Nice to hear from you. Michael Janias. Oh, Richard O. I'm in Terminal 2 Heathrow awaiting Eva. Oh, well, I hope Eva is worth it anyway. Good airline, that. And I want to talk about that in a minute. Are the flights getting cheaper? Because the last year or so, everyone's been moaning about how expensive flights have become and all that. But I glanced at flights to Bangkok last week, and it looks to me like things are getting cheaper. So, hot chocolate, lovely stuff. So maybe anyone would want to comment on that. Good for you, mate, anyway. Ed Sweeney's 20-stone wife back in England. Come upstairs and moist as a freshly baked Victoria sponge from Waitrose. But I bet you don't smell as good. Oh my God, you dirty bitch. Let's see, where are we now? She had to hit him up. Are you still in the bus yet? Okay. Gene Pearsons. Good evening, Ed. Oh, Paul as well. Okay, nice to hear from you. Sean Harris. Ed, if you could go back at any time in your life and know what you know now, what age would you like to be? I don't know, around about, I think, I don't think I'd like to be a teenager again. Because teenagers, frustrating time. I think I wouldn't mind being around about 23 years old. That's a good age. 23, I think I've got wise to just about everything at that age. And yeah, I think that's a good age. That's a good age to be. Thanks for that anyway. So how about everyone else? Anyone else like to answer that question? You know, if you go back to life and know what you know now, what age would you like to be? Anyone else like to answer that question? Fat Boy Slim. Hiya, any news on your operation? Hope you're okay, mate. It was a disaster. That's all I know. MJ, not Michael Jackson, is it? Got an EVA flight to Taiwan on Sunday. Oh, good for you, mate. Taiwan's good. I quite like the place there until I got the got food poisoning. Good for you, mate. Crypto Chris Cat. Oh, hang on a minute. Horrible weather here in Donegal. Bloody awful here in UK as well, mate. Crypto Chris Cat. Crude oil is going way up. Yeah, this is what they say. Okay. Fatboy Slim, what's Taiwan like? It's a nice place. It's very, very safe, and it's kind of like, I haven't been to Japan, but Taiwan is probably like a better value version of Japan. It's got like a bullet train, and it's very, very modern, and it's well worth a look. But unfortunately, I got food poisoning, so I didn't really. It ruined it for me. Sean Harris, 22 was my best age. I think I seem to recall I had a good year that year. Wayne Ritchie, I would love to be 30 years old again. I'm 44 years old now. I'd like to be 44 again, mate. That seems young to me. I do believe in fairies. I've looked at flights in February, March time. Some are 550 from that London. Is that return? That's good. See, that's close to what the olden days. That's good. David Martin, 28. Yeah, not a bad age. Yogi Bear, the oil price is just hitting $100 per barrel. They're warning drivers of coming sharp price rises at the pumps. I don't know. I mean, these people, in authority, they hate cars unless they're driving them. You know what I mean? They hate the rest of us having cars. John Mitch, price of crude oil has creeped up, so expect airline ticket prices to creep back up to. Oh, that's dreadful. That's dreadful. That is dreadful news. Gemini Star, I'd like to go back 30-year-old and shag more girls. Okay, good for you, Manny, anyway. Richard O, cheers. Not many people there. Hopefully you get 3 seats to be sold. Good. Eva's a good airline. Can't go wrong with Eva. Good for you, mate. Lovely jubbly. Yeah. Mr. 29, just to be in my 20s. Okay. What's this? What is this? Well, great live stream. Great live stream, Ed. Evening, chaps. Okay, if you say so. Let's see. Paul Hoskin, I'd like to go back to the time when it was so hard I could whack nails. But oh, you dirty old man! Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Fatboy Slim in Mallorca, been raining all day. Okay. Well, yeah, I suppose so. But good for you anyway. Still a nice place to be. Lord of Dreams, nice to hear from you, mate. Barry from EastEnders. I love 27 present 31. Jesus Christ, you're young. That's a very, very young age. Good for you. You're still very young. Cowboy Vic episodes. Was the food poisoning in Taiwan from that food stand? Then I did a video, didn't I, about food in Taipei and Taiwan. No, it wasn't from there. It wasn't. It was actually from another place. Is it Coming or whatever it's called? It's Kuching or whatever it's called. Somewhere else. I arrived in this. I got the bullet train there. I arrived in this town. Had a bit of rice and whatever from a local little cafe place, and it kind of knocked me out. With food poisoning. Dreadful. It wasn't from our food stand at all. Gemini Star, nice today. Okay, 33. Okay. Fatboy Slim is going to Thailand, 3rd of January for a month. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Kiki and Jasmine, I'd tell my 23-year-old self to go to Thailand. Thailand in 1995 was incredible value for money. I'm sure that it was. I'm sure that it was. But at 23 years old, I don't think I'd even heard of Thailand at 23, to be honest with you. Let's see. Yours Travels. A mate of mine went on a naked cruise with a cruise called Mummy. Seriously considering it, as he said, there were some stunners. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Oh, I met a bird once who said she was a singer and she was on a booze and she was on a naked cruise, and I said, really, and did you participate? She said, oh yeah, no problem. You have to go with the flow. I thought, oh, and the man had been there. Imagine going to a cabaret place on a ship and this gorgeous blonde, and she was actually lovely, singing stark bollock naked. I don't mean when she's singing the song called Stark Bollock Naked. I mean singing when she's like, oh, I'd love to see that. Jesus Christ. Sounds lovely. Okay, yours. Good for you anyway. Massa, I'm 40 now, but we'll go back to 25. I was at the peak of my powers with the ladies back then. Kind of wonder, in 20 years' time, if I live to 81, which I'm pretty sure I probably won't, am I gonna look back at the days and, I wish I was 61 again? Well, I'm 61 now. I think I better start doing something with my life. Sauerkraut. The wife told me the cat needed to be chipped. I only had a 9-9, but I still got it over the shed. Okay, fair enough. Gemini Star likes Eva Airlines. I do believe in fares. My guts were okay in Thailand, but it was Thai Airways flying to London who put a stop to that. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. What's this though? Yours travels. Fake yours travels in. I absolutely love it. I will never moan. Okay, was a fake before? Was that a fake before? Yeah, Martin Ryder can't stand Russell Brand. What did those girls say in him? Well, I suppose you have to be a young girl to understand that. I mean, the thing is, he was famous, so they were like groupies. He wasn't a rock star, but they were sort of groupies, I suppose they were. And rock performers often say like you can have all the girls you want, don't they? And a lot of them do. He's probably had so many girls, Yeah, it just I don't know. It doesn't sound healthy to me. I'm not sure I believe any of that. John Mitch, I'd like to go back to the time of the not need to use Viagra. Wouldn't we all, mate? Wouldn't we all? Yeah, Hard Tulip. What naked cruise yours? But yeah, Hard Tulip wants to go on it as well. We got all the nudists in tonight. Gemini Star, Russell branded a long sausage, supposedly. Don't tell Lisa Dale that. Jesus Christ. Sean Harris, anyone ever used Vietnam Airlines? I'm flying out to Hanoi on the 15th of October. I've used Vietnam Airlines for an internal flight in Vietnam. I can't remember when else I've used it, but I have from I think it was from Da Nang to somewhere else, Saigon or whatever. Yeah, yours travels. Fake yours, you need to change your pick. The real yours May just did. Okay. Sauerkraut, Russell Brand's dick is a lot like a pensioner's heating in the winter. They're both getting cut off. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Mr. Groupies shag anyone famous. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, that sounded whatever. I can't comment on it. Yeah, well, I mean, the suit hasn't come out yet. It's all speculation just yet, isn't it? Bobby Crush, I've decided to pack up and move abroad myself. This place is finished. What a weak, submissive, backward people the English are. It's just not good enough for me. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Good for you. I'll drink to that, Bobby Crush. Okay, good for you, mate. So he's going to move abroad. Good for you, mate. Sean Harris, yeah, out of Terminal 4. That's where Vietnam Airlines. That's a long haul one. Let's see. Crypto Chris card. Brand is being framed. Okay. McLaren F1. Good evening, Eddie. Okay. Nice to hear from you, mate. Nice to hear from you. Okay. So, anyway. Let's see. Sauerkraut. Disney's bedtime stories featuring Russell Brand. Now raised at 18. I mean, the thing is the R word. Yeah, rhymes with grape. The R word. That's someone's accused him of that, and that is not trivial. That is very, very extremely serious. So we can't really take it lightly if that really is the case. I mean, is he going to end up in prison? Yeah, Sauerkraut. Is anyone else checking under their bed at night to make sure Russell Brand isn't there? No, I check to see if at least Lisa Dale's there. That's what gives me sleepless nights. Yours Travel certainly was a fake. Yeah, just changed my profile pic to my stunning little girlfriend. The fake hasn't got a superstar life like me. Okay. We're having a bit of this fake stuff, and it's hard to keep up with it. Paul Hoskin, good news, we can keep our old boilers till 2035. Jesus, how old will he be then? Bobby Crush, the regime hates the truth tellers. Absolutely, it's all going. I don't know. I'm past caring. I'm not saying that I don't care about England anymore. All I'm saying is that I want to get the hell out of here. Where are we now? Sauerkraut, just when Russell Brand thought things couldn't get any worse, he received support from Michael Barrymore. Oh, well, whatever happened to him, Michael Barrymore? Annoying bastard he was. Kiki and Jasmine in the Trail of Love. I definitely need to explore Brazil and other South American countries in the next few years. They are fantastic. You should. I've spent 6 months traveling around the South American continent. I spent a fair bit of time in Brazil and other countries in that region. It's not the place that I would want to settle in, but if, for the traveling perspective, it's well worth seeing. You got to see it. Good for you. Kipax, get out whilst you can, Bobby. All the best, okay? Bart Simpson, Ed, any countries that if you decided you are definitely not visiting? I don't really want to go to any boring countries, any countries where I'm likely to be bored, because I've been in some countries and where I thought this isn't a rocket to the moon, and any country that looks like that, I mean, the thing is, to say I'm not going to visit that place means that I'm judging a place that I haven't been to. So I can't really do that. But I think in future, I'm just going to stick to Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. They're the countries that I'm targeting in future. Bobby Crush, you want to rep my place? Okay, fair enough. Hard Tulip. Move abroad. Thai women are gold diggers. And are you telling me British women aren't? You tell me they're not bloody gold diggers, for Christ's sake? It's universal, mate. Bobby Crush, let the Liverpool lefties deal with my future tenants, okay? Gemini Star, broken Britain, life is shitty in the UK. Okay, fair enough. Paul Hoskin, what will happen? What will happen when 50 million Chinese and 50 million Indians go to Thailand every year? Well, that means that Thailand will have a total of 100 million tourists from the countries of India and China. That's what it'll mean. Bobby Crush, yeah, absolutely okay. Can't put that on the screen, but I know what you mean. Yeah, sauerkraut. I can't stand people who get well-known sayings wrong. I mean, it's not rocket surgery. Okay, okay, like it. Sean Harris, do you think these accusers are after money? They're after bloody something, mate. Unless some of these, maybe they've already got money. Maybe someone's already paid them. Haven't you thought of that? Yeah. Mark Saunders, hey fella, you booked up any trips abroad? Off to Thailand on Friday. Can't wait, but not the long flight. Netflix will help hopefully. Oh well, good for you. I haven't booked any yet, but I've been looking at flights. What I've got to do now, I've got to get my passport renewed. My passport is it's almost 10 years. Well, it's 9 years anyway since since I got it. But it's I need to get that renewed pretty soon anyway to have that in the bag. So at least when I get that renewed, at least that's a whole 10-year passport that I can take abroad at me. So that's one weight off my shoulders. That's an interesting thing. Do you get your passport, renewed at the post office where I did last time? Or online. I don't think I've done an online passport just yet. Bobby Crush, he doesn't like England right now. Terry Jones, I've heard Liverpool to be carved up into 13 different areas. No crossing borders of no good reason. Smart city coming. Really? Really? Oh, no comment to make. Bart Simpson, my favourite saying is the world is your lobster. Okay, fair enough. KD, you booked a one-way flight yet? I'm not sure I'm going to be booking a one-way flight because they might not allow me to board. I'll have to look into that. I mean, what I've discovered, what I've noticed that a return flight is not that much more expensive than a one-way flight. So to save the hassle, I may as well book a return, but not use the return. Yours travels. Also have the balls to go on lives and show my face. 99% don't. Okay, good for you, Yours. Good for you. Good for you. The road ahead. Anyone been to China? There's so much negativity from the West about it. I'm going to go over and have a look for myself in November. Can always dart out if it does my head in. Back to Cambodia for Christmas. Oh, well, good for you. Good for you. I've never actually been to China. I would imagine, I don't know, I've got a sneaky feeling I'd be a bit bored in China. I don't think that's for me, really. Richard O, my flight is empty. Oh well, stretch out, mate. Enjoy the space. Mr. That dream I'm working on, one-way ticket out of UK. Okay. Brian Street, nice to have you. Just back from a 1 p.m. kickoff, snooker and beer. Can't beat a good English kebab. Cheers. Okay, fair enough. Nice to hear from you. Nick J. Ed, question for the group. Is Russell Brand actually funny or entertaining? I don't think Russell Brand, whether he's funny or not, warrants a whole discussion, really. I don't think he's funny. I don't like him. I mean, I think of more interest at the moment is he going to end up in prison? Kipax, Jesus, everyone is leaving the UK. That sounds like a quote from the Bible. Jesus, everyone is leaving the UK. Well, you piss off as well then. Okay. Oh, God Almighty. Gemini Star, Richard, though, you got a great flight. And yeah, we all want to be Richard, though, tonight. Yeah, good for you, mate. Sean Harris, never really rated him that much. I said my piece about Russell Brand last night. I took an instant disliking to him when I seen him on an interview. Simply because, like, he seemed all up himself. And I don't like young comedians. I like comedians to have a bit of maturity. I mean, a young guy talking about life and being funny. I think to myself, he's only a young lad. What the hell would he know about that? Paul Hoskin, I don't want honey. I prefer a jam donut. Okay, okay. Bart Simpson, Thai women are men. You've obviously been with the wrong ones. Boxing 14, all women are gold diggers. Yeah, well said, mate. I'd go along with that. Let's see. Sauerkraut. I'm feeling very sick, sticky in this hot Mediterranean country. I've got it all over me. Grease, no, it's sweat. Okay. Terry Jones, it's coming, Bobby. And your people are going to be trapped in some god awful place. Yeah, let's see. Boxing 14, Ed was watching your Heathrow to Bangkok video from last November. Was it that far back? God, that's nearly a year ago. That's nearly a year ago, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it was beginning of November. Maybe nostalgic. Isn't that the best feeling in the world? Oh, I'll have to watch those videos again. I really, really will sometime. But yeah, it's about time. I mean, the thing is, when I came back, I kind of, I made a video about losing enthusiasm for travel and anymore. But I think what it was on reflection, it wasn't losing enthusiasm for travel. It's losing, it's realizing that going abroad for so many months, being there, done that. I think now I want a complete change. I just want to go abroad and not come back again. I think that's going to be the change. Kipax. I booked Thailand next year, Emirates, 777 from Manchester. Not bad. That sounds good. Good for you, mate. That's good for you. Sean Harris. I hope not. But if there was ever a third world war, do you think Thailand would remain neutral? They would remain neutral unless it directly affected them. I can't see Thailand somehow as being the type of country who are going to, travel to across continents to, to help out other people. I don't think that's what they're all about. If it affected them, their territory personally, then I think it would it would affect. I think don't forget the reason Thailand has never been colonized is that it stayed out of the Vietnam conflict and and the Cambodian conflict and all that kind of stuff. So it's never really been a threat to any other countries. McLaren F1 race. Whatever we think of Brand, that girl, as far as we know, was of age. He invited her to his place. She went there more than once, and now she cries foul. Did she think they would play Connect before? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know what you mean. Can't really see too much about it, but Boxing 14, have you seen The Beach? We should do a whole discussion episode on that alone. Fantastic. I mean, I seen The Beach. It wasn't my favorite movie personally, but I know a lot of people love it. I know a lot of people love that movie. Martin Ryder, online passport renewals are a doddle. Got mine back in 2 weeks. Okay, okay. I still prefer to do it, the old. Prefer to do some things the old-fashioned way. But how about the photograph? You know, can you take your photograph with a smartphone and use that? Can you do that now? As long as it's got a white background, can you do they accept that? Okay, I'll look into that anyway. Mark Saunders, yeah. So I don't think you can do passport renewal online. Apparently, it's fairly straightforward. You'll be fine. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Sauerkraut for quick sale. American Bully XL dog loves kids, especially big fat juicy one. Oh God Almighty. I'm behind on the chat already. Brian Street, Brian Street, let me put that on the screen. Brian Street, thank you for that super chat, mate. Thank you for that super chat. I hope all's well, mate. And anyway, that's very, very kind of you. Hope all's well, mate. Thanks for that. Okay, so anyway, where are we now? Let me see now. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Bobby Crush. If only, apologies if I've missed out of anyone there, by the way. Bobby Crush, if only the media cared as much about 11-year-old English girls in Rotherham as they do about Brand's 16-year-old lover. I know that was bloody diabolical. I know. Dreadful. Dreadful. I do believe in fairies. I chucked my Kokam flight in Thailand and opted for the train. I broke the journey up, spent the night in Arayuta and Noncham. It's too long a trip to Udon in one go. Any rail plans yourself? Kokam flight in Thailand and after was that from Bangkok? Was it? I haven't been much to the much to the north. I've been to Chiang Mai a few times and Sukhothai, but I haven't really been around the Isan region. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Bobby Crush has definitely got it in for England. He's not happy with England. Yeah, yeah. Damn funny how they come out. Funny how they come out years later. Utter BS. Not saying he's an angel, anything but I don't think he's a rapist or an Uncle Jimmy. Okay, well said, mate. Let's see. Kickbacks. I'm trying, mate. I'm trying. Good for you, mate. Let's see. Boxing 14. I'm flying to Vietnam via Vietnam Airlines. Too short. Please give an update. We're in Vietnam. Okay, fair enough. Mark Saunders doesn't like Russell Brand. Gary Campbell. Shanghai, the place to go in China. Some beautiful women, but expensive. Okay. I can do without expensive places. If I'm going to be going abroad for the rest of my life, I mean, I don't want to be going to expensive places. I want value for money. Yeah, Paul Oskin. Strange, no David Coleman's in there. Okay. That's another subject. You know, I've got that one under review. Yeah, I've got that one under review. Yogi Bear, if you want to be in the public eye, you have to be whiter than white, as there is always someone that wants to bring you down. Yeah, I mean, somebody like George Best said that. He called it the tall poppy syndrome. You know, you wait until it grows to a certain height and then you chop it down again. Apparently Britain is quite notorious for that. K-Pax, I'm going to blow all my money on whores in Thailand. Seems like the UK is famous. Good for you, mate. You know, you're going to go out with a bang. Good for you. Good for you. Andrew Hammond, I'm leaving. Everyone's bloody leaving. You know, what was that famous election slogan? Well, if Kinnock wins the election, will the last person to leave Britain please turn out the lights? Andrew Hammond, I'm leaving the UK as well, 1st of November, indefinitely. Good for you, mate. Sean Harris, China was amazing, but I was lucky. I was with a mate who could speak Mandarin. Otherwise, I would have been effed. Okay. Bilbao Kelso, I seen Russ get interviewed. He says he does not like the rich and they should get taxed more. How can he say that he's worth 16 million up to now? He seems to be doing well for himself. They've stopped his monetization on YouTube. Apparently, I think he was earning about 600 grand on a year from advertising and other things. He's probably on over $1 million a year. So he's probably been dealt a vicious blow, but I'm sure he's still got a lot of money anyway. Stephen Totti, innocent until proven guilty. We're always so fast at condemning people. Give him a chance to defend himself. Okay. Kiki and Jaswell never liked Russell Brand since the infamous Jonathan Ross interview years ago. I didn't like either of them personally. Didn't bloody like didn't like either of those people, to be honest with you. Yeah. Bobby Chris, stop saying to the people who hate you and stand up for Brand. Okay. Sauerkraut. Someone just told me Lucy Letby is appealing. I mean, she's all right, but I've seen better looking serial killers. Ha ha ha. Okay. Yours travels. Ed, once you make the move, you will not regret it. It's coming soon. I'm getting my passport soon. I've got to get that passport quite soon. It could be soon. It could be early 2024, which is not that far away. You know, this sick joke time here. Sauerkraut. What is 4 legs, 1 arm, and 3 ears? An exhausted XL bully. Oh my God Almighty! God Almighty! Bobby Crush. I can't believe that people still believe a word the MSN says. They even lie about the weather. Okay. Kiki and Jasmine. Yeah, I want to see that movie. It looks good, that one. Nick Ross. Eddie, Thailand is being colonized. Okay. Who was it colonized by? You know, my history escapes me there. John Mitch. World War III will affect every country. Okay, fair enough. Bobby Chris, I turned the telly off a year last February. Okay, I'll tell you what. We're gonna KD says, Ed, what you think about KL Malaysia is worth visiting from Thailand. It's good, but it's not a rocket to the moon. I was in Malaysia early this year, wasn't I? It's good, but like it's not a rocket to the moon. I mean, I just said that, didn't I? So I'll say it again. Yours travels. Thailand is absolutely empty of tourists at the minute. They need to increase the visa to 90 days to get the numbers up. Don't know how the bars and restaurants stay open. It must be a tough time out there, really. Let's see. Sauerkraut. Cops investigating Russell Brand for crimes against comedy and act. Okay, we're going to talk about something in a moment. Just going to pour myself a drink. Okay. Okay, get that off. Yeah, so anyway, just tell me something. Just tell me something. I'll put this on the screen here. Okay. Just tell me something. Is this Is that a good title for an ebook? Is that a good title for an ebook? Because I'm actually hoping to get my ebook out within the next couple of weeks before the end of this month. I'm hoping to get it all done. I put the whole document together. I still got to finish formatting it, but I actually downloaded Canva today, which is helps you with design the cover. So I've got a cover design ready. So when I find the time, I'll put all the stuff together, design the cover, put it all in PDF form. So do you think Five Go to Pattaya is a good title? It's my ebook. Sorry if I'm missing out on anyone. Sorry if I'm missing out on anybody here. It's my ebook. It should be available next week. I'm going to upload it to Amazon. I've never done it before, but it's basically about five Scousers who are tied with Liverpool nightlife. They head out to Pattaya thinking it's going to be dead cheap. It turns out that it isn't. They all end up having a row and acting the goat and getting into mischief, and basically causing bloody murder. Because often that's what Scousers do. Okay. So anyway, if anyone's, I might even do a little jingle. I wonder if I tell you about my book and hold up a copy of it when it's done, is that known as product placement, even if it's my own book? Will YouTube frown on that? Will they say you're advertising something? And I'll say, yeah, but it's my book, and they'll say, yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Martin Ryder, Five Go to Pattaya and Timmy is so lucky. Okay. McLaren, Five Go to Minehead. No, Brian Street says spot on, mate. Okay. Yeah, sure. People might mistake it for an Enid Blyton book. Yeah. I wonder on the cover, can I get away with putting the word adult on the cover? Because it's not like adult hasn't pornography, but it's definitely not for the kids. It's it's a foul mouth, full frontal, no holds barred, adult story. So I wonder, will Amazon, they have this policy saying, we frown on, porn and this kind of stuff and all. Well, it isn't, but, they might look at some of the content and hang but that's a bit near the knuckle there. But anyway, hopefully that's coming out in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, 5 go to Pattaya and only 3 come back. Okay. Bobby Crush says 5 Go to Pattaya is a great title as long as there are lashings of ginger beer, which you love. Okay, fair enough. Martin Ryder, famous 5 adventures in a whorehouse. Yeah, something like that. Nick Ross says you have to come up with a better title than that. Well, what would you suggest then? What is a better title than that? What's a better title than 5 Go to Pattaya? 5 Go to Thailand. Scousers Go to Pattaya, from Liverpool to Pattaya. What would be a better title than that? Tulip, a book promotion. Do you do discounts for pensioners and the unemployed? I personally get a discount on nothing, mate, so I don't do discounts. Yeah, skin Scousers, yeah. Yeah, Matthew Cartwright, Rumpy Pompey, okay. Paul Hoskin, girls, thrills and spills in Pattaya, okay. Cab over Mike, be careful riding bike or driving car in Thailand. They've up fines for no helmet from 500 baht to 2,000 baht, same as seatbelts and loads of other offences. Well, I never I don't ride a motorbike, but I've been in some vehicles in Thailand where they haven't even got any seat belts. So I don't know how they can. Gemini Star, 5 Scousers get robbed in Thailand. I think it's more likely. No one Scousers is probably more likely to be the other way around, isn't it? McLaren 4 blows it. Okay, fair enough. Kiki and Jasmine, have you decided on a price for the book? Not yet, but it will be a very, very, very reasonable price. Martin Ryder, Julian, Dick, and George and their dog Eddie. Okay, okay. Wasn't one of them the famous five? Wasn't she known as a tomboy in them days? Yeah, you know, I think nowadays she'd be known by the L word, wouldn't she? Yeah, yeah. Brian Street, jingle, calm down, calm down. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, sounds good to me. Mark Saunders, I'm addicted to Pattaya. Anyone going warned me. I'm addicted to Pattaya. Anyone going, be warned. You won't want to go anywhere else. You won't want to go anywhere else. Okay. John Mitch, story about a typical bunch of scouts. I don't see it that way. I see it about writing a book about characters that I've known. Yeah, you know, I see it that way. Some good, some bad. Nick Ross, all you need is love. I think that somehow think that one's being copyrighted. Seaside Freddy, the Thai police are also checking for international driver's license with motorbike qualification. Okay, fair enough. Sean Harris, what sort of age are your characters in the book? They're all around 30. They're all around 30 because they're at that age when they're not fully mature men, but they're not kids either. They're all around about the age of 30, but one of them is 38. They are young men about town who are starting to realise that they're getting a bit old for going for nights out at discos, and they're around about the age when they want to start thinking about going to other places. Yeah, you know. Paul Oskin, 50 Shades of Pattaya. Okay. Five Go to Get Laid by John Mitch. Okay. Martin Ryder, blah, blah, secrets, blah, blah, buried treasure. Okay, but whatever. Where am I there? Matthew Cartwright, title of the book: 5 bar girls, 2 lady boys for the weekend. It's a bit it's a bit long-winded, that one. It will long. And one thing about the book, you know about the story, I've tried not to make it predictable. I mean, you'd probably be expecting the scene where one of them ends up with a lady boy by mistake. Well, you won't be disappointed, but I've tried to do it in a different way. I've tried not to be predictable. You know what I mean? So it's a work of fiction, but the characters are definitely based on people who have known. And also, it will be of use to someone who necessarily doesn't want a fiction book, because it shows that, you know, the experiences of people going to Thailand, expecting everything to be dirt cheap because you've been listening to the bullshitters, and then getting a nasty shock when you get there. So it has got some value in that way, you know. Yeah, you can uncheck the kids option and only sell to adults. I think you better check policy. Yeah, there is something where you fill the form out. Is this suitable for under 18s? Then I will tick no. It's not. It's for over 18s only. Oh, Jesus Christ! Paul Oskin, for lady was the scouts. It sounds like a bloody gangbang to me. That does. Art Schulich, the famous 5. Teddy Jones, the foolish 5. Yeah, okay, better that as well. I do believe very Swallows and Mammisons. Okay. Yogi Bear, Ed, you need to use Scousers as people know. Then it's going to be funny. 5 Scousers being 2-week millionaires. Yeah. I think it's more like 5 Scousers getting a nasty shock when it's more expensive than what they thought it was going to be. Okay. Martin Ryder, The Dirty Dozen and Soy Honey. Okay, fair enough. So let's see. Your travels, they don't find ties at only Farang. Oh well. Crypto Chris card. That's a bit nasty. That is the five scouts has robbed Thailand. That's a bit nasty. That's a bit nasty. Telecom. We're not all like that. Telecom. I will look to buy your book on Amazon. Okay, well, okay. That is really great, Mark. That is a Telecom. Fine. I'm hoping. I've got it together now. What it is, it's 11 chapters, including the epilogue. And what I've done 11 different Google Docs. And when I completed it all, I thought, right, I've got to put these together now. And I thought, oh my God, this is going to be a problem. But I downloaded another app and I managed to quite easily put all the 11 documents together. So now I've got on a separate document, I've got the one document of over 100 pages. That's the book. And basically, I've proofread all of that. And now I've downloaded this Canva, but I may opt for the Canva Pro, which is the better one, which has got better images on it. And I think that's about 99 quid, that is. So I'm going to download the maybe up for the Amazon Pro to get better images, because the cover is obviously very important, and you need to get a good cover. So when I find the time, I reckon it'll take, maybe a half a day or a few hours or whatever it'll do. I'll get my act together and I'll be able to whack it out. By maybe next week I'll be able to whack it out. But I just want to know, if I do a video and hold the book up and say, this book written by Ed Sweeney is well worth buying from Amazon, is that classed as product placement? Even though I've written a book myself, I don't know what rules YouTube have on that. Nice to hear from you anyway, Telecom. Yeah, let's see. No for the 13th time. Hey, calm down, lads. Okay. Teddy Jones, best title would be Five Brits in Pattaya. You widen your relationship. I think some of that would cause. I'm sure there'll be some British people like you, who don't regard Scousers as being British. Okay. Gemini Star, five brave Scouts to swim deep in Southeast Asia. Okay, we've had all of this. Andrew Hammond, five bad boys go to paradise. Nick Ross, Soapies and Scousers. Okay. Sean Harris. Oh, I've heard that one. I've heard that one before. David Martin, 2 week millionaires on tour. Okay. So enough of that. Yeah. Yours Travels. If you have a car license in the UK and get your international license, they stamp the scooter on the cardboard license. That's good enough for the Thai police. So you can ride up to a 350cc scooter. Okay, there you go. That's a good bit of advice there. Mark Saunders, will your book be online or hardback book? Good luck. Well, I'm still not sure whether to do it. I mean, is it possible to do a both? I mean, maybe it could be a paperback or it could be Kindle. It could be an ebook. Not quite sure yet. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I mean, what do you think will be better? No, not quite sure about that just yet. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, Kiki and Jasmine. It's always the guys that have never been to Thailand that say it's dirt cheap. That's very cheap. I mean, even now, when most people who are used to go to Thailand know that it's all becoming more expensive, and the fact is, the fact is, you still get people back here in the UK, the armchair experts, who think that everything's dirt cheap out there. You still hear these stupid stories about everything being dirt cheap and all this kind of stuff. And you're right. It's often from people who've never been there. Bobby Crush, the crime in Liverpool is getting terrible. Yesterday I saw 2 shoplifters getting mugged. Okay, so hang on a minute. Martin Ryder, will you be doing a book signing on the South Coast? Not yet. That's not on the pipeline just yet. Yeah. John Mitch, I think Thailand is dirt cheap if you avoid lady drinks, bar fines, farang food, and stick to online dating. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I think I've probably overspent there in the past, but if I was to live out there, yeah, I'd be spending a lot less money. I'm pretty sure of that. Bilbo Kelso, Ed, will a film come after the book? Because that is what normally happens. Only if it's really, really good. That would be my ultimate dream. That would. Yeah. Oh my God, how many funny books could we all make up? We could be onto something here. Monga's manuscripts. Okay. So I'm going to ask a question in a minute from Paul Hoskin. Paul Hoskin. Let's see. You can promote it with a link below. Yeah, you can promote it with a link below. Okay. We'll see. I think is YouTube clamping down on links and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know. I'd rather do a video really and explain it to people. Let's see. Where are we now? Okay. No, hang on a minute. Where are we now? Where are we now? Let's see. Yeah, here's a question here from Paul Hoskin. Here's a question here from Paul Hoskin. So let's see now. Where are we now? Sauerkraut. 1,000 Scousers were asked if they thought Britain should change its currency. 99% said no, they were happy with the gyro. Okay, fair enough. Nick Ross, if you want cheap, go to Indonesia and avoid Bali. Okay. Yogi Bear, Scouse Tales in the Pattaya bars. Okay, we'll get off this subject in a minute. Ed Sweeney's 20 Stone White back in England. Do I appear in your book? Maybe I'm going to write a horror book next, and you'll probably appear in that one. Yeah, Telecom in the vibrant city of Pattaya, where dreams come true and nights are long. The lovely ladies dance and sway, a symphony of beauty and song. That sounds like a nice way of describing somewhere, but I'm not quite sure of Pattaya. But very nice words anyway. Bobby Crush, boys in the Pattaya stuff. Hey, that's good. But I think I'd be necking someone else's idea there, wouldn't I? So, okay. Okay, so anyway, going to ask you a question now. Let's get that off the screen. Okay, so. Paul Hoskin, this is a question. I won't do a banner. Yeah. Yeah, Paul Hoskin, this is a question. You Okay, so this is half this question. Yeah, basically, yeah, I'll put that on the screen anyway. I'll put this on the screen, okay? You walk past this Paul Hoskin, sent this question. You walk past bars with no customers. So why don't the bar girls reduce their prices? And the second part of it is it better to have more customers at lower prices than no customers at high prices? Okay, actually, that would have been better. I'll read that again. Is it better to have more customers at low prices than no customers at high prices? I should have put that on there instead. Okay, I've now put that on the screen. So what do you reckon, guys? What do you reckon? Yeah, Barry from EastEnders, because they are stupid. Okay. We all know what we want to know the answer. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So you walk past bars with no customers. So why don't the bar girls reduce their prices? So in other words, if they were better value, they'd get more customers. Do you reckon that that's true or not? Let's see. McLaren, you're what? Whatever. You're what? Okay. Yeah, I'll put it another way. There you go. I think that's a better way of phrasing it. That's basically what Paul meant. Would the girls get more customers if they lowered the prices? Yeah. Nick Ross. Nick Ross. What a stupid question. It's all about Asian greed, and the bar girls do set the prices for the owners too. Okay, fair enough. Kiki and Jasmine, they know the Koreans will pay. Okay. Let's see. Mr. I usually only go to bars with girls and no customers. Fair enough. I mean, I was in Cambodia. I was in some bars in Cambodia, and there was loads of birds there, and you know, no customers. I thought this is strange. It kind of gave me the creeps. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was right, really. Yeah. Ed Sweeney's 20-stone wife back in England. I think the reason they don't reduce their prices is because of their ego. They don't want to be seen to be weak. Ed has a little willy. It's so small and pointless. Well, I disagree with you there. It's not little, but I'm pretty sure it would get lost up you. Gemini Star, our girls are one brain cell most of the time. It's up, so common sense is never used. Okay. Nick Ross, the bar owners set the prices, not the employees. It's Asian greed thing. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Grey Wolf, always negotiate in Asia, even the bar girls. Okay, fair enough. Sauerkraut, Scousers were getting excited about the lockdown being ended, but they were told it didn't apply to them and they would have to finish their sentences. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. Bobby Chris, I once bought about 16 Leo over time and sat on the old Beach Road wall drinking them. I handed out a few to Ties and I had a fantastic laugh. And even took a freelancer home for free. Oh, well, good for you, mate. Good for you, mate. John Mitch, for all the bars, there's simply not enough customers to go round all the bars. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Tudor Line, they only live for now. They cannot see the bigger picture. Okay, fair enough. I don't know. I've never really thought about them. I mean, you know, they're getting so expensive. These girls. Would the girls get more customers if they lowered the prices? Well, I'm sure they would, but they don't want more customers, do they? They want more money, but no, yeah, you know, and a lot of those girls are bloody making money nowadays from other means. They're either going online or they're making money from the lady drinks and the you know the extortionate lady drinks and stuff. Bryant Street, Thailand always up their prices to cover the low season. Okay. Terry Jones, pack him high and sell him cheap. It's good business model. Okay. Sniper Jules, No, nobody of the girls likes to be the cheapest alternative. Probably why the prices are going fast up. It's mostly a prestige thing. I don't. I mean, the thing is, somebody must be paying them loads of money. I mean, and in Cambodia, they're asking an extortionate amounts of money. Somebody must be bloody paying it. I'm not. Bent man, too many guys are throwing silly money at them. It's spoiled it for the cheap Charlies. Now that's a good point, isn't it? That's a good point. McLaren, you get what you pay for, I suppose. Have 10 pints, I suppose you'd shag anything. Okay. Nick Ross, why bother to go to bars? Stacks of girls freelance. I think some of those freelance girls, I mean, you carry it carries more risk. That does. It does carry more risk because if they rob you, uh, you've got no bar, you've got nowhere really to come back on them. But I think the secret is to make sure that you don't allow them to rob you. Oh, yeah. Telecom, rack 'em and stack 'em, boys. Good for you, mate. Anyway, yeah, Mister. I always negotiate till I'm happy. Only being priced out once a few years back. Okay, Matthew Cartwright. Let me give you the real question: would you take back a girl who was being roasted by? Well, you wouldn't know, would you? How would you know unless you personally? I mean, unless you were peeping through the door and you seen it all happening. Yeah, but mind you, some guys might think that's sexy. You know what I mean. I like Indians. Indians are cool. Yeah, Yogi Bear. If she says you're swell, I bet she wouldn't want us at a water on the side of her nose. Head. You're talking about my 20-stone wife. Yours travels. Every bar girl is on Thai friendly. Negotiate on there. Don't be a simp buying 10 lady drinks and 1,000 baht bar. 10 lady drinks, what's that? I mean, and 1,000 baht. Oh, Jesus, 10 lady drinks. They're about 150 to 200 bars and bars to go and all that. It's all ridiculously expensive in this day and age. Kiki and Jasmine, they want high quality customers. Okay. John Mitch, I get the girls for 1,200 baht for the 2 hour session. That sounds bloody good. That sounds all right. That sounds like massage prices. That does. Kim Powell, any Korean girls working in bars in Pattaya, Walker Street, or Bangkok? I'd like to have a Korean girl. Okay. Bobby Crush, two things ruin Pattaya: phones and 2 week holiday makers. Okay, okay. I mean, a lot of people still go on holiday for 2 weeks, so you can't blame them. Sometimes that's all you've got really is just 2 weeks holiday. John Mitz, the go-go bars rob you of what they charge for lady drinks and bar fine prices. I think that I'm not so sure with the lady drinks because I've bought lady drinks in go-go bars and they're not that bad really, but the bar fines and all the other stuff, yeah, absolutely ridiculously expensive. Gone are the days when I would bloody bar fine a go-go dancer. Yes, Travis. No, it's a load of rubbish saying freelancers are more risky. Just put valuables in the safe and everything is good. Or just say genuine girls outside of a time. Okay, that's fair comment. Fair comment. That's fair comment. Bobby Crush. Pattaya was largely for older men going over there to winter. They built the place and the 2 week holiday makers destroyed it. Well, things change, don't they? Bintman. too many of the Thai girls think they're models these days. They don't get the service like years ago. They want to be in and out of your room as fast as they can for as much as they can get. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, sauerkraut. If there's one consolation for Sarah Ferguson, it's that Prince Andrew doesn't like tit on his girls anyway. Yes, she never, I mean, for someone who was quite a big girl, she never had a decent pair of knockers, did she? Apart from being not very, not very nice. Richie Rich. One girl was asking 2,000 baht short time. She looked like teenage Ninja Turtle. Yuck. Yeah, here's a comment here. Kippo Macmac. Look at the state of most mongers in Pattaya. They're revolting. The bar girls deserve every penny they get. Okay, fair comment. That's your opinion. Bobby Crush. One Thai lady charged me 60 baht for 8 hours, and she ironed all the shirts too. Very good, very, very good. Seaside Freddy. Now, is this true? Sort of vid saying that the bar girls are collecting a salary from the bar now. They really don't care about any extras now. Okay, fair enough. Things are changing, aren't they? Things are changing. I think I'm going to have to start doing the online stuff. Gemini Star, you've got to be a mug to sit at a bar buying lady drinks and then pay the bar fine. Okay, fair enough, fair comment. Matthew Cartwright. So you meet a nice bar girl, she's beautiful, she's lovely, and she wants to marry you. But you find out her back doors was passed in by. Okay. Oh, Jesus, God Almighty. Well, I didn't see it. I wasn't there to witness it. I may say if I had seen it personally with my own two eyes, you know. Sauerkraut. Just met a scouser who has a job. I was so impressed I nearly bought the big issue off him. Okay, fair enough. Bobby Crush, you can't trust what the bar girl says. She told me it was 1,500 baht long time. And when we got to the room and I took out my tea, she wanted 4,000. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay, so anyway, we've had that question anyway. We'll remove that question. Okay, one final one. What have we got for the final one anyway? What have we got for the final one? Okay, final question. Final question. Another drink first of all. Okay. What was that one? What was that one there? Okay, so anyway, final question. What is the final question? Okay, yes. This is a serious one. We're going to go out with this one. Final question. Let's get that off there. Okay, let's get that off there. Okay, create banner. There you go. Current affairs here. Okay. Would you want to be a shopkeeper in this day and age? Now, in Peckham, I believe it was, there was an Asian shopkeeper, and a black woman went in there, had a dispute with him, and then picked up some items, tries to run off, and he grabbed hold of it and reckons that she assaulted him, and it was all a big controversy. But shoplifting, I mean, for Christ's sake, I mean, supermarkets, police are not investigating any shoplifting under 200 quid in this day and age. I mean, at my local co-op, I've heard, the person there told me that they're getting an increase of people filling the bloody shopping basket up and then just running off with it. The police don't do anything. But a small independent shop owner who spends an absolute fortune setting up his shop and paying the rent for it and buying all the stuff, and then bastards come along and rob him blind. I would not want to be a shopkeeper in this day and age. I really, really wouldn't. Let's see. Telecom says nope. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't want to be either. Some people don't deserve to have shops. David Marchant, no thank you. Okay. Yours Travels, never wanted to be a shopkeeper in any day and age. It'd be okay, but I mean, shoplifting it's just got out of hand. I kind of fancied something like that at one time, but shoplifting has just got out of hand now. I mean, I do nearly all my shopping online anyway, but I don't blame any shopkeepers just to say that's it. We're closing shop. Where everyone's going to shop online in future. With all the stuff that's going on, and in America as well. You look at what's going on some woman was shot dead by the police recently because she nicked various bottles of wine, and the police shot her outside. And it was if I was a shopkeeper and I'd invested a lot of money into it, I'd be selling up. I wouldn't want to be putting up with all this shit that's going on in this day and age. Isle of Koch, would you be a shopkeeper in any day and age? In a perfect world, I wouldn't mind. I think it'd be quite nice. Yeah, it'd be quite nice to be a shopkeeper, own your own shop and sell your own goods and all that. But with the level of shoplifting going on now, it's all crazy. Brian Street, my old man said, follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. My old man said, follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. That's bloody good. I like that one. Classic. Bobby Crush, I hope that South Asian shopkeeper is hiding in the same place the British teacher from Batley Grammar School is in hiding. Okay, fair enough. Bobby Crush, okay, fair enough. Bobby Crush. Sauerkraut. Oh, you're disgusted. Sauerkraut, you're disgusted. Kiki and Jasmine, definitely not. Okay, definitely not. I don't blame them. I mean, the things we all want shops. I mean, people are complaining that, the high street shops are playing out. It's no bloody wonder. All the shit that they're having to put up with. And the police are just useless. The police are not just not doing anything anymore. Awful. Paul Hoskin can't shoplift in Arcus. Okay. Yours, Travis. Ed, would your shop be like that comedy, open all hours? I wouldn't mind running a nice little shop like that in a nice friendly environment, but I couldn't be doing with shoplifters and all that kind of shit. Nick Ross, Eddie, some people can't feed their children as the food prices are too high. Well, yeah, but that's no excuse to bloody go shoplifting. Remember, a shopkeeper is someone who's invested a lot of money and hard work into his business. To go and steal his goods is terrible under any circumstances. John Mitch, no thanks, too much trouble. Tudor Line, I wouldn't own any business these days. Fair enough. Nick Ross, you're way out of touch, Eddie. Okay. Bobby Crush, do not spend a penny in their shops. They'll finance the demise of your own people. Okay, fair enough. Terry Jones, you have to work every hour God sends to make any real money or employ and trust someone you hardly know. You hardly know, plus our fights with shop. I know it's too much hassle, too much bloody hassle. Yeah, it really, really is. Sean Addis, when I was a youngster, I can remember there was a cigarette vending machine outside our local newsagent. It wouldn't be there today. Okay. Sauerkraut. I got one of those Humpty Dumpty toys from Aldi for my granddaughter. It's brilliant. It comes with Aldi King's horses and Aldi King's pen. I like it. Good. Nick Ross, people are hungry and and have no money. Um, I see. I somehow I still don't think that they. I still think they should have respect for the shopkeeper who spent a fortune running his shop and all the hard work he's put into it. I still don't think it gives him the right to go and steal from him somehow. John Mitch, in the USA, they shoot shoplifters dead. I think that's a bit harsh, but yeah, I have seen some evidence of that. Yeah. Bobby Crush, no, you wouldn't want to be a shopkeeper. Matthew Carter, let them destroy their communities and stop giving them taxpayers' money. Okay. Bobby Crush, there's no shoplifting in the corner shops in Liverpool. Everything has been behind perspex sheets for the last 20 years. I remember, last time I was in Liverpool, yeah, I seen something like that. I think, geez, I would have expected that in Rio de Janeiro, but in the favelas. Telecom, fair off, repeat 48. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Paul Hoskin, do they go shoplifting in the sex shops? Sex shops if they need an inflatable doll. Do they go shoplifting in the sex shops if I need an inflatable doll? Yeah, horrible. Make me skin crawl at those. Nick Ross is saying, Etty, you are way out of touch with real life of the poor. Does that give them an excuse? I mean, I was poor, once. I mean, I still put me. I mean, a lot of the poor in Britain. I'm still bloody poor now. Come to think of it, um, a lot of the poor in Britain, they have government handouts. And what amazes me about a lot of the poor, they can still afford 55-inch TVs and Sky Television and and all the rest of the stuff. I still don't gives them an excuse to go shoplifting. Bobby Crush. Apparently, the Peckham shopkeeper is so scared he's not wearing the disguise. Mind you, a shop did sell wigs. Oh, Jesus. Brown Street, the old bill won't do jack shit. The newcomers are here to take over our country. Okay. Telecom, secured shell here. Really? Is that the way the shops are? Is that the way the shops are where you are? I mean, really, where I live, I mean, it's not that bad. I can go into a bank and I mean, like the banks, are there, without any protection or whatever. So it's not that bad. It's just that what pisses me off is like some dosses are hanging around the ATMs outside. Yeah, Nick Ross, Eddie, we're the UK being invaded. Yeah, I agree with that. And most of the thieves are illegals and hungry. Oh, okay. They're illegals and hungry. Okay, fair comment. Telecom. I like me Sharpie pen. Okay, good for you, mate. Anyway. Yeah, Mister. So glad I live in the Highlands, away from city life. Okay, fair comment. The Highlands. That sounds like a lovely place to live. Shops are okay in affluent areas. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure in some affluent areas, away from all the riffraff, I'm sure, like it's still okay to be a shopkeeper. Yeah, in places like that. Matthew Cartwright. One day we will wake up and realize these third world welders hate us, and they need to be made to go back. Okay, fair enough. Sean Harris, was it Napoleon who said Britain was a nation of shopkeepers? I mean, I heard that. Not exactly an insult, is it? I mean, to call someone a shopkeeper, it's not exactly a bloody insult, is it? I like saying you bastard, you know what I mean? Strange comment, that one. Paul Hoskin, should the shopkeepers be allowed to have a gun? Well, I believe in America they probably have got one, but we don't got one. We don't want to go down that road here, not just yet. Barry from East Enders, bet you love robbing. No, I don't steal anything, and they know me. They know my love for the diet ginger ale, and I'd be heartbroken if they stopped selling it. Mister don't get me wrong, it's the UK and still shite in the Highlands. Okay, fair enough. Sauerkraut says Tony Bennett died of coronavirus. Oh, God Almighty, God Almighty. Tudor Lion. Younger people have no respect. It's all due to the breakdown of discipline at home and at school. I think a lot of people are quick to blame younger people. I mean, some of the worst behaved people I know are people my age. Yourself is correct. In the USA, you get shot. India, you get your fingers cut off. Here they say it's okay. You're on. You stole 50 quid. You only stole 50 quid. Where we'll let it off. Crazy. Nick Ross, you will be a good shopkeeper. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so anyway, cats and good coffee. I've seen videos lately showing that in San Francisco, thieves can steal whatever they want. It's all going crazy. It's all going absolutely crazy. I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't blame it if shops all became obsolete and finished. The shopkeepers thought, I've had enough of this. We're not getting protection from the police or anything. I'm not going to be a shopkeeper anymore. I'm going to do my business online. If shops didn't exist anymore, we could. I wouldn't blame the shopkeepers. I wouldn't blame them at all. I blame the bastard who want to rob from them. Brian Street. Good night, Ed and the gang. Kebab and Guinness has done me in. Cheers. Okay, thank you, Brian. Nice of you to come along and have a lovely evening anyway, mate. Yeah. Kiki, exactly like they don't get enough benefits every month. Yeah, absolutely. Bobby Crush. Most people on benefits are in work. Okay. Gemini Star. I've no problem with poor people stealing food out of these huge supermarkets. Well, right now, I mean, the way I see it, I mean, there's enough bloody work out there. Why are they poor? There's enough work out there, I mean, I was brought up in recessions when there was real mass unemployment. You know, telecom. She calls it that. So, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Bobby, because I love how all the middle class pro mass immigration people move away as soon as where they live is populated by immigrants. I know there's a lot of hypocrisy, a lot of bloody hypocrisy in it all, isn't it? Sean Adams, Ed, would you were about to get mugged? Would you fight back or just get give them your money? I haven't got any money. Let's see. There you go. Telecom says some young folk are good kids. Yeah, absolutely. I think people are so quick to blame the young people for all the problems in this world. It's the bloody older generation that are worse. That's the way I see it. But Bobby, because I was stuff and suspected shoplifting in home bargains. I thought the cheeky would stop me in a trampy shop like this. So I went to Marks and Spencer's and security stopped me there instead. Well, I was stopped when I went shopping at Sports Direct a few months ago, the bastards, because some dozy bastard forgot to take the tag off. And really, in retrospect, I think I should have complained about that to head office, the dozy bastards. I went in there and spent 40 quid or whatever. No more, about 60 quid, whatever, because I bought 2 pairs of trousers as well. And, the bloody alarm went off, bastards, dozy bastards. Nick Ross, I advocate using live ammo, but no one agrees. Okay. Cats and good coffee. A friend of mine got heartbroken recently because his 2 daughters were caught shoplifting. Even if my friend gives them money and they have everything, they are not poor. That's dreadful. That's absolutely dreadful. He must be really disappointed. Yeah, Yogi Bear, Ed, it's like the RoboCop movie. Yeah, I wonder will we ever go the way of RoboCops. Seaside Freddy, I like the vid of a customer beating the hell out of a shoplifter. That's what it's going to take. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so anyway, we've waffled on enough anyway. Paul Hoskin, those trainers in Sports Direct only last 6 months. Okay, fair comment. Listen, guys, it's Tuesday night. So we're going to finish now. It's late at night, and I'm umming and ahhing whether I should have a bowl of soup with toast tonight for my late night snack. I'm doing very, very well on my diet, so I might just treat myself anyway. But listen, guys, it's Tuesday night. We've had a little bit of a waffle. It may not be the most exciting live stream ever, but there's not a great deal happening at Vince's. There's all Russell Brand and all of that kind of crap. So anyway, I'll be back soon. Maybe back on Friday night, or maybe start doing some live streams on the other channel, because we want to start doing some travel talk pretty soon. Anyway, listen, guys, have a good week. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you at the weekend anyway. Cheers.